In Anno 117 Pax Romana, you're a Roman governor in charge of building a new, thriving city that rivals Rome itself. But when you first start out, you'll have nothing more than a trading post, and you have a long way to go to get from this to this. Not sure how to get started? Here's a step-by-step guide to set you up for success in Anno 117 Pax Romana. Step 1. Start timber production.
Timber is vital.
Almost everything you build in Anno 117 requires timber. So the first thing you'll do is set up timber production. Welcome to How to Set Up a Production Chain 101. You see, you can't just make timber. You first need to build a woodcutter in a dense forest area to gather wood. You'll know it's in a good spot when the percentage rating reads at least 100%. After that, you need a sawmill to turn your wood into timber. Finally, you need to make sure all these buildings are in range of your trading post or a warehouse, and that all of these buildings are connected by a road. Congrats! Your first production chain is up and running. Timber is a vital building material, and you'll need quite a lot of it, so we recommend doubling up on this particular production chain right away. Step 2. Roads and warehouses. Roads are important. Every building you construct needs to be connected to a road, and all of your roads must ultimately lead to your trading post, no matter how far away it is. Roads let your citizens reach your production buildings, and they allow production buildings to transport goods to other production buildings, or to warehouses. Warehouses are one of the most important buildings in Anno 117 Pax Romana, because whenever you create a good, that good will be stored at your warehouse or at a trading post until you put it to use. All of your warehouses and your trading posts are connected. Think of them like the cloud. What's deposited in one warehouse is accessible to all warehouses, so make sure all your production facilities have one within range. Step 3. Understanding residents. Your residents are the lifeblood of your city. They make up your population, which grows your city and unlocks new production chains. They make up your entire workforce, so your production buildings can actually produce stuff. They are your main source of income, which you'll need to build and expand. And they dictate what you can build based on their level. First, you must build them residences to live in. Then, you must meet their needs. Do that, and you'll be well on your way to a growing, flourishing settlement. You'll start off with Tier 1 residents, which in Latium are known as liberti. They have 3 basic needs: food, public service, and fashion. A fishing hut and porridge stand will help you meet their food needs. A market and food tavern will fulfill their public service needs. And tunics and pileus production will keep them well dressed and satisfied. Once you meet all these basic needs, you'll be able to upgrade liberti into plebeians. Plebeians are a Tier 2 resident type. They not only unlock more advanced production chains and building types, they are the workforce for those buildings, and crucially, they help you generate more income. It's important to note that upgrading your residents replaces your liberti with plebeians. This can lead to a liberti workforce shortage if you're not careful, so be sure to continue building liberti housing to keep your city running smoothly. Just like liberti, plebeians have their own basic needs that you'll need to satisfy to upgrade them to Tier 3 residents, unlocking even more advanced buildings.
Your first soldiers think they're ready.
This is Anno 117's main progression loop, and it's how you'll take your island from a small town to a bustling metropolis. Step 4. Grow your income. At some point in your Anno 117 playthrough, your balance is going to be negative and you will be losing money. Don't worry, it happens to us all. The easiest, most surefire way to increase your income is to build more residences and meet the needs of your population. Fulfilled liberti generate income. Fulfilled plebeians generate even more. It's important not to build so many residences that you can't satisfy all their needs, but if you're hemorrhaging money, start by making sure everyone's needs are being met, and then start building more residences. Step 5. Pay attention to where you place your buildings. There are many different factors you need to monitor on your island, from income and health to happiness and fire safety. These are helpfully tracked at the information bar at the top of your screen, and placing your cursor over them will give you more details on each. One of the best ways to keep these factors positive and growing is with smart building placement. Nearly every building contributes either positively or negatively to these key factors, and some buildings will also affect all of the buildings around them. Anytime you place a building that affects its neighbors in Anno 117, you'll see either a green arrow pointing up to indicate a positive effect, or a red arrow pointing down indicating a negative effect. Try to maximize the green arrows and minimize the red ones. For example, the spinner will increase the income of all buildings within its area of effect by 1. Now, remember how we said your residence will be your primary source of income? Go ahead and place a spinner in the middle of a densely populated residential area and watch how your income increases as a result. On the flip side, the charcoal burner will lower both the health and fire safety of surrounding buildings. Build them as far away from your other buildings as possible to limit their negative effects. Then there are the City Watch buildings, buildings that improve fire safety, health, and happiness of nearby buildings. In the event of an incident, whether fire, riot, or disease outbreak, they will also deploy first responders to quell the crisis. Their wide area of effect makes them especially useful when trying to raise the stats that they govern, but remember, they can only be effective when they are near other buildings. There are many more systems at play in Anno 117 Pax Romana that you'll learn to master, including knowledge to research technologies, faith to unlock diverse bonuses, trade to acquire new goods or sell your surplus, expansion to new islands, and warfare to protect your territory, or expand into someone else's. But follow these 5 steps early on and you'll be well on your way to building the next great ancient city.